Yeah, I'm Gavin Extence. The book I've had chosen for Waterstones 11 is The Universe versus Alex Woods. Yeah, the title is, I wanted that sense of largeness, but also of, I guess, the sort of comedy of verses, and it's a title that makes a lot of sense in the context of the book's plot without wanting to give away anything at all of that plot. But it's a title that sort of, it means more once you've read the book, and I think it works on a couple of levels.
Because you've also got the sense of all teenagers that the world is against them anyway.
Exactly, that was one of the things, obviously, that I was coming from, that sort of Kevin the teenager aspect to it. But it's quite a lot more than that as well. It's a more literal meaning than would be first apparent, or that would be obvious from just hearing it. It's about Alex, who's the story's narrator. He's a geeky, socially awkward teenager who forms a very unusual friendship with a Vietnam veteran, and that's sort of at the heart of the story. It's about that friendship and where it leads them. One of the things about that friendship is I wanted it to work as a friendship, you know, rather than being a sort of first and foremost a father-son or grandfather-son relationship. I wanted it to be a friendship that you could buy into sort of against the odds, because it was one of the challenges of writing it, that it was a friendship that shouldn't exist, that is unlikely. The whole fact with him being American and a Vietnam veteran was another thing that was like a curiosity to begin with. But I wanted to make it believable as two people who have got more in common than you'd imagine, and that there's that sort of very, very genuine friendship between them. I suppose they learn things from each other, and there is that element to it, but really it's more of an emotional journey. They learn things from each other emotionally rather than in terms of learning from an older generation. There are elements of Alex and me. I think the geekiness is something that I've grown into. I become geekier as the years go by. But Alex, really, he's more how I wish I'd been at his age, because I think one of the things I had in my head when I was writing it was Alex is a character who's stronger than he first appears. He appears quite a sort of vulnerable, socially isolated character at the beginning, and he's got sort of inner strength and integrity. He's very true to himself, and for me that was one of the things about that story and him being a teenager, is he's his own person at an age when that's incredibly hard to be. It's when you become aware of peer pressure and social hierarchies and stuff like that. And so, yes, in a way, I think he's kind of like me telling myself at 13 how you should be, and how you should sort of be true to yourself and your own character and interests. In my head, 30 was quite a sort of a good age to be published by. I've been sort of writing for the last 4-ish years, and so it's been a shorter path than many, I suspect. But this essentially is my first career. I spent a very long time in education, and it's been an ambition as far back as I can remember. I've always wanted to write, and I've always wanted to write for publication. So it feels fantastic.